Hey. Hey. Good. Good. Shabaya.
All caps today, huh?
All caps.
Good. I was having trouble with my headphones earlier. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah.
Not even actually sure which microphone is picking me up.
It sounds like you have a fan running.
No, but close.
Yeah.
It's the washer in the other room.
Ah.
Oh shoot!
Oh
I
shoot.
think I'm gonna
What?
have to leave. And
Come back. Oh yeah, because of the bars.
why does it do that? It never did that before.
It doesn't do it with me ever.
Put it in Discord.
Alrighty. If only I had one more. Would I have gotten it? Nope. Tex Mexican 18.
Confusing map, man.
It is a very confusing map, but it's a very adorable map.
Yeah, I was like, what the heck's happening right now?
My kids are playing Magic 6 layers deep.
What's that mean?
So, like, they're playing Magic on a mat, where they're playing Magic on a mat, and it's 6 layers deep.
Oh, yeah. That's too much right now.
Too much.
I feel like if I play the deck I just sleeved against the deck that you want to play, Zombie, you're going to be very sad.
You can play whichever deck you want.
It's top deck that I feel you should. I'm going to mill you every turn.
Now, okay, hold on. So, the mill happens after what's his name's effect.
Oh, you're right. You're right. Radiation happens.
Yes. And also, top deck manipulation is only like this much of the deck. Like, it's just to get my commander to flip, and then after that, I don't care.
What you guys playing then?
I am playing Runo and Stormkirk, and he flips into Krothus, Lord of the Deep.
Can you guys add it?
Yeah, I'm just
Possible for
shuffling.
you? Oh, okay. I was just wondering if you're gonna or not.
Never. I'm a monster. I'm a content creator who just makes people suffer.
Honestly, I haven't met a single person who hasn't added it, so I don't know why I ask every time at this point.
Yeah, the idea of this deck is just to make as many copies of sea monsters as possible. So Tim. Oh, go ahead.
This is pretty high power, I guess, or strong 8. Is that not the lobby we're looking at?
That's fine with me.
I'm okay with it.
Okay.
Let's go to the main.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. This thing.
What is it? What is your commander?
It's Kozilek, heavy ramp, heavy
Okay.
drowsy ramp.
I can't remember what that is. Kozilek.
Which one?
The Great Distortion.
Oh, the fill your hand to 7.
Yep, and it can counter.
Why does this happen? Like, why do I get 1 land?
That's how variance works.
I know, it's just annoying.
So that, oh wow, that's really interesting. I've never played against this.
Yeah, I actually
don't-
built one a
I
long
got
time
in-
ago.
I got into Magic
me
like
randomize
maybe 3 or 2
One.
years ago.
2, 3.
It's interesting. Seems like a really good card, Kozilek.
It's a pretty solid one. I mean,
It doesn't seem super like disgusting though.
well, so here's what happens. Like, this is what happened with the deck that I built. Is I would ramp out really fast into Kozilek, have 0 cards left in my hand, draw up 7 more cards, and then just
Do whatever you want.
do whatever I want, right?
Yeah.
And then colorless, how they usually win is through other crazy Eldrazi's and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So,
I'm gonna keep this.
all right, get a keepable 7. That's 2. I only have 2 colors, 2 lands, and literally every card costs more than 5. So we're gonna not do this. And this is what happens when you play test like Goldfish, a deck that you just like put together. You do it a whole bunch of times, right? And then you're like, okay, it's good to go. We're ready to go. And then you're like, now all my lands are clumped together and
Yeah, you feel like it's not good anymore.
well, it's not that I don't think it's good anymore. It's just like,
I have those feelings.
okay,
Where I'm like,
you're
oh wow, I
definitely
guess
right.
now that I'm actually playing, I'll just never win ever again, I guess.
Right, like all the cool things that I did before.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna make this as quick as possible. All right, I got 2 lands, 5 and 6 drops, whatever. I don't feel like doing it anymore. I just
Yeah, you can go. I'll be right back. Just do it. Just mulligan. This sounds terrible. I'll be right back.
yeah, I had
GeeterX MTG, welcome to the Zom Squad. A zombie love, a zombie love, a zombie love.
I have been an affiliate on
Coming up.
Twitch for 33 months.
Yeah, you're coming up on 3 years.
Isn't that fucking insane? That blows my mind. Just draw a functional hand. You were loyal to me for so long, deck.
What crest is that? Is that what is that, Hufflepuff?
It is Hufflepuff. That's why I said loyal. Oh, come on. Stop with this nonsense. Jesus. Like, I can't get more than 2 lands in here. What have I done to you? We were doing cool things. The last time I played this deck, I had like 27 of my commanders. And that's not an exaggeration.
But you're only playing 1.
But I had 27 of them. And they had Myriad too. It was amazing.
Is there a Blade of Selves in that deck?
There is a Blade of Selves. Well, also,
Yeah.
Anton Soldier is a clone that makes a legend not a legend anymore. And then it also gives it Myriad. So then since this side is a Kraken, I would attack, get 2 more, and then the Myriad triggers would trigger. And like, I know the ones that came in tapped and attacking didn't give me
Yeah, it seems really good.
yeah.
For
I
6
I
mana,
still
though.
lost. Yeah. Oh,
For 6 mana, you're kind of worth it.
I'm keeping this hand. This hand's definitely keepable. Not good, but it's keepable.
Keep 7.
Yes, thank you. I appreciate it. So I'm excited to see how your Ratadrabic turned out. But I put the wrong card on our thumbnail, Tim.
Well, we'll get to the other one.
Well-
I really think that it will make you sad to play against the other.
I'm ready for it. I really want to see. Did you add anything to it, or is it out of the
Oh
box?
yeah. Oh no, it's not out of the box at all.
Oh, that's exciting. Yeah, I definitely want to play it. Play against it. I'm good to go.
I don't
We're all-
I don't
I'm good
know if
too.
I don't know if it's good. But I think
It's gonna be fun.
It's still,
Yeah.
it's still in its infancy.
So I'm gonna make my science deck into the bobblehead deck, right?
Yeah.
And I don't know what the white's gonna do for me.
Yeah.
But I want to keep it relevant, so that's why.
Yeah.
All right, we're good.
Yeah, JE,
No
we're ready.
pre-games.
No pre-games.
All right.
I'm gonna put Joy on the stack as a pre-game action.
Nice. All right. Let's play Urza Saga and pass.
I will drop turn. I'll start with Concealed Courtyard, and that's it. Pass.
Sweet. All right, Tim. Be sad. I'm gonna exile your graveyard.
No, my graveyard.
I'll pass
I
the
need
turn.
that.
Okay, I'm gonna draw, and then I'm gonna put a Jungle Hollows and tap to gain a life and pass.
Nothing better than
No.
a turn one
Jungle
Bajuka Bog.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Bajuka Bug.
Play Great Gardens. I guess I'll put this up to 2. Scry 1. So keep that on top. And tap 2 for a Prismatic Lens. And I'll pass.
Okay. I will draw for turn. I will play a command tower. I will tap 2 and play Golem Patient Plotter. It's a 3/1. When he leaves play, the ring tempts me. From the graveyard, I can pay a black and sacrifice a creature to return it to my hand at sorcery speed.
I like it.
He's great.
All right, things are kind of looking up for your hero. We're gonna play a snow-covered island,
Legendary creatures.
and we're gonna cast Search for Azcanta, and then pass the turn. See, I'm ramping on turn 2 technically.
Untap, draw.
It's a slow ramp.
But, you know, this thing does fill its graveyard pretty well.
I'll put a Blighted Woodlands in, and I'll pass.
Alright, untap, keep, draw. Alright, first main phase, I'm gonna float a mana. This goes up to 3. I will search for a Soul Ring.
Who saw that one coming?
I did.
You know, you're right. You're right. Oh, I forgot to mention, everyone's okay with me streaming and all that wonderful things.
No, I don't care.
Too late, you're on the internet.
Okay.
Right.
Too late. Too late. You're on the internet. Game started. You're not allowed to leave now because I make the rules. But, yeah, I wasn't sure if I should put like Barbarian class and Will the other. Basically, that gives your dice advantage just because of one card. You know what I mean?
It'd be fun.
I mean, but it is one of the way. It is the way. If you're going to gear it as the way that you're trying to win, then yeah, put those things. If you're just going to have it be like if you don't gear towards it, you're never going to do it.
Yeah, I think
like we did some very cursory math in my household, and like it's something like
wow,
1 in 3.
That's a good land.
Workshop.
300,000.
Play Worn Power Stone. And I'll use 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to play a Karn Legacy Reforge.
When's that one?
I don't really even know what it really does either.
Power and toughness equal to artifacts. It makes mana, right?
Power and toughness equal to the greatest mana. Yeah, beginning of my upkeep, add colors for each artifact. Control this mana can't be spelled, so can't be cast spent on non-artifact spells, non-intended. You don't lose mana. All right, yeah, that's it. It was good. Or 4 cards.
Is it an artifact?
It
It is an artifact itself.
Okay.
Yes.
So right now, it's the biggest artifact you have, right? Like mana value wise.
At your upkeep, yeah, you get
For
like
each
a whole-
artifact. So I would
You
get
get like value on a lot
1,
of that.
2, 3, 4. I would get 4 mana.
And he's a 5/5.
So I can't do anything about that.
I tell you what I can
Just
do.
come out with that real quick. I can't do
block
that
it.
shit.
I will not be able to do that.
That seems sad. I'm going to play a swamp, and I am going to play Colonel Autumn. Colonel Autumn's a brand new card. He is a 2/3 lifelink with exploit. All other legendary creatures I control also have exploit. Whenever a creature I control exploits a creature, put a +1/+1 counter on each creature I control. Wow,
That's fun.
it was made for this deck.
That's fun.
It's a really interesting card.
I'm just gonna pass.
That's a lot of fun. Oh my gosh. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and look at the top card. You know what? Massacre Worm can go into the graveyard. I think I'm okay with that. And then we're gonna go ahead and draw a card for the turn. I actually liked the card I drew, but all right. You guys promise not to pay the 1? Because
Sure.
I'm gonna cast your 6
For one time.
I need lands. I'll pass the turn.
On your end step, I'm gonna tap 2 and I'm gonna naturalize Rustic Study. I'm kidding, Karn.
So I can draw.
Sure.
Yeah. This is at your end step is when I'm doing this.
Yeah.
And it just destroys that, and then I'll untap, upkeep, draw.
By the way, Tex, you're my hero right now.
I'll put for what reason?
You killed something that was going to get that man to Kozilek next turn.
Yeah.
No, I can't cast. I can't use
You
the
can't-
cast.
You can't use that mana to cast Kozilek. It's not an artifact.
Still, it was just too much going on.
It's still a threat, no doubt.
Did I just play a land? Yeah, I think I just played a forest. I drew that. Okay. Wow, is that really all I'm worth? I guess so. I'll pass.
Alright, on top. Upkeep.
You would have killed my wrist 6. Of course you would have been. I don't know how we're still friends.
It's a tough call though. Like
Oh, no,
a whole
I know.
lot of mana or a whole lot of cards.
Yeah.
Like both of there's no good
And
choice.
I have seen Ristic Study draw 0 cards in like
Yeah.
4 turns.
I'll pass.
Hey, he's passing with all that mana.
Amazing.
Hey, mess me up, man.
I will draw my card per turn. Okay, then it made that's.
Then you made the right choice.
No, I'm just kidding. No.
Okay, so I don't want to let you draw, but I really want to get my engine going.
Get your engine going. Go. brrr. I just want to draw a land.
All right, I guess we're here for a good time, not a long time. I will play 4 and play my commander Radadravic. When I do that, I'm going to exploit Golem Patient Plotter.
Oh my god.
And
I
so
see
I'm
it now.
So Golem Patient Plotter is you can stack the triggers in such a way where the token comes in and then the +1/+1 counters hit.
Rabbit go brrr.
Okay, I got one trigger off of it. Let's not get too excited here.
Oh, but you don't understand how excited I am.
And then I will move to combat, and I am going to. Okay. JED. You don't have any creatures, right? Those are all just mana rocks?
Yep.
Okay. Actually, that means nobody has blockers.
But there's a lot of people that have a lot of open mana.
That's true. And you don't. So I'll
You're right.
take some with Colonel Autumn for 3.
Pew, pew, pew.
And as lifelink, so I will gain 3 and I will pass.
You missed me getting smacked in the face by Colonel Autumn. That's about it. All right, we're gonna draw card for turn. Turns out it wasn't a land. So I have choices now. That's... I think that seems like a pretty solid choice, but it doesn't really do much. I think this way's more fun. We're going to cast Matzalante, the Great Door. I can tap to draw a card, then discard a card, and then I can pay 4 and transform it. Only if there are 4 different permanent types among cards in my graveyard. And then we're gonna go ahead and activate this now. We're gonna draw a card and discard a card. Not a land. Sag face. We are going to discard. Nettle Hall? And then miss my land drop and cry. I'll pass the turn.
Okay.
Oh, I didn't do the search for Azcanta. Oh well. Turns out I'm bad at magic.
Is it a May ability?
It is a May ability.
Dungeon Ring. I'll play a forest, and I'm going to then tap 4 for a Tree of Perdition.
Love it.
Then pass.
I will draw a card.
You will.
Got the land that I finally need.
You're welcome.
On your turn, I will flash in a Liberator. Or is it?
Yeah, we got there.
Alright, yeah, I'll pay the 1 for Ristic.
Okay.
And then I'll tap 4 for a Helm of the Host. Paying Ristic.
Okay.
Alright, untap.
Oh yeah, you guys are allowed to pay for Ristic now. I got my land.
Upkeep.
Thank you.
Draw.
Very nice.
I will give you permission to pay.
Alright, let's play a Crystal Vein. Land for turn. How much mana do I have? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think I just pass here.
I mean, your artifact spells do have flash.
Yeah.
Makes it really tough for me to attack you.
Also true.
Now there's a big tree in the way, and there's a bunch of open mana with a flash enabler.
You know, there is a guy that has a pretty open face, right?
That's true, but like I want to spread it around. That's oh my god, I love this. Okay.
I love this for you, Tim.
this deck does so many fun things.
Is that a Westvale Abbey I see?
That's sorry. My land for turn is Westvale Abbey.
Oh God.
I am going to
Murder you while in your sleep. Somebody get the ambulance, and it's probably gonna be for me.
I'm scared.
All right, I'm going to move combat. I'm going to attack zombie with Ratadravik and Golem. And I'm
So
going to attack Tex with. I guess I could just attack you with everything. You don't have any blockers. Yeah.
true.
I only have a
Might as
1,
well.
2.
So
Yeah, you only have a one. You only have a 1/2. That's not suspicious at all. I'm going to send everything at zombie. It's 3, 4, and 3, so 10.
Here we are.
And
27.
I'm gonna gain 3. Second main, I'm going to convoke in Benny Brax, zoologist. And he's going to exploit himself.
Got him.
Radadravic's going to make Benny. Pretty close, right?
Oh my god, that looks just like him.
That's Benny Brax. When I exploit, all these are going to go up one.
Including the token too.
Yeah, and he's going to get one. And then I'm going to tap 3 more and play Black Market Connections.
Oh, well. Did you pay 1 for either of those?
I should have, but I didn't. You can draw your cards.
Okay.
I will move to my end step. Benny Brax will trigger because it itself is a token, and I will draw a card.
Sweet.
And I'll
That's
pass.
nice.
Alright, untap upkeep.
It's really nice when you can get a doubler and get multiple copies of it.
I don't really need this
Looks
card.
fun.
We're gonna get rid of Uranus file duplication. No, we'll draw a card. Yay! I have another land drop for next turn too. Isn't that exciting, guys? So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna cast Reanimate, targeting Nezzle Hall.
Jeez.
So-
What does this all do?
I draw cards when
Okay.
you guys
Can't be
cast
doing
non-creature
that.
spells. Yeah,
Jeez.
yeah. Seems like fun. And then I'm gonna lose life equal to its casting cost, so 7. So I'm gonna go down to 20. He's a really good blocker. Really is all I want him for.
Also true.
And then we're going to cast my commander. And then we will put Massacre Worm on top. I did that wrong. I should have drawn a card and discarded a card first. You mind if I do that? No, I screwed
No.
up. I screwed up.
It doesn't change anything.
Well, I don't want to draw this, is the problem. I want to leave it there.
Yeah, now he doesn't get to activate his thing because he didn't sequence it.
Yeah, I don't get to do this. I mean, I can and risk it for the biscuit. So I'm going to then discard down the hand size. So 1, 2, 3, 4,
Jeez.
5, 6, 7. We're gonna discard 2 big sea monsters. We're gonna discard Slyn, Voda, the Rising Deep, and Tromokratus. And then that's it for me. Yes.
Okay. I'll untap and draw. I'll put down a swamp.
Oh wait, I don't have a maximum hand size. I lied. I forgot. He does a lot of things.
This is like one of the only cards I can really play, I think, for... Never mind, I don't have enough mana for it. Wow.
You know, that
Unfortunate.
Tree of Perdition's going to gain me life soon.
What do you mean?
Because if you swap life totals with me, it's
Oh,
going to be less than 13, so I'll gain life. Isn't that
I'm not gonna do that probably.
I mean, you do have a 46 life total and a 40 above me here. Those two.
Yeah, I'm gonna get him.
Get him.
It just depends who wants to get got.
You have a guy with a lot of mana.
Yeah.
Or we have a guy with a really big board.
Yeah.
And if you switch with him, he's not using all 6 life to get all 3 things.
I passed, just so you know.
Oh, you passed?
Oh
Mhm.
my
Okay.
gosh.
All right. 1, 2,
Oh
3,
my
4,
God.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hold on. 1, 4, 5,
Hold on.
6, 7, 8. No, I have to sack this, don't I?
You would. A
Uh,
Kozilek, the Great Distortion, is a pretty good card.
no, I'm.
He's end step and something, I think.
I'm thinking. What does this say? Fuck. Whenever he casts a mana, it's kind of granted. Put a +1/+1 counter. Alright, I gotta remember that. This is gonna suck. Yeah, alright, yeah, I'll do it. I'll try to do it. Alright, 2. I'll sack this for 2. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, try to play Kozilek. I have 2
In
cards in hand.
response,
Yeah.
I don't have a counter, just so you know. Kozilek's is happening.
Yeah,
I will
cast
tap
trigger.
2.
Mhm.
I'll first tap 2 to return to nature your Helm of the Host.
Okay.
Just
So
showing that
are you paying 1 for that?
I will pay 1.
Oh,
I can't.
okay.
Then in response to this,
I don't want to draw it anyway. Never mind.
I will tap Tree of Perdition, and I think I'm going to. I feel bad taking it from you, JE, but you're scaring me.
Yeah, it's fine. I'll be at 13.
You sure? Okay. If you don't feel bad about it, I feel better about it.
I don't care. Alright.
Oh.
1, 2. Alright, so cast trigger, drop.
Is anybody else scared
5,
that he doesn't care?
3.
Right,
but-
right. Like,
But I have no choice anymore.
I'm
No,
not. I'm not
I
gonna
could've
draw from
killed
Mystic
it.
Study.
I could have killed it, but it's fine.
Why didn't you?
I guess before he got unsick, but I decided not to.
Oh.
Alright, untap. Keep. Draw.
So wait, this thing gives all colorless spells splash? Thought it was just artifact.
Yeah. Artifacts and colorless spells.
Oh, that card's pretty.
Alright, I'll play a Reliquary Tower. Snap return.
Is you casting your commander activate the Liberator? The one.
Oh yeah, it does. I'm never gonna remember that trigger.
It's not there for that, I'm sure, but yeah. That's just a bonus.
Yeah. Alright, let's see. Am I just dead next turn?
Do you have anything on Thursday?
Alright, I'll just tap this for 3.
Sweet.
Play an Everflowing Chalice for 1. I'll have 1 counter. And I will use the floating, not paying for a stick.
I'm not gonna draw, so
Alright, and use the one that's floating. I'll also play top.
it's shiny like mine. That's so cool. Sorry.
Alright, so that's all mana rocks. These are creatures. Yeah, and that's it. I will pass turn.
Because it'll be about 5 or 6 weeks when this last back.
Just 1 second. All right, untapping. We had a great start, and I somehow feel behind.
Oh, I feel you, brother.
I should have
Alright,
taken your. I should have taken your life. I
yeah,
really should have.
maybe. Yep.
I
Yeah,
have
I think so. At this point now, I kind of regret it, but
How about this? You put me at 40, and then you put him at 20.
that would take like 3 turns.
I think it's
Or
a
4
winning
turns.
plan.
I was thinking about it honestly. I was,
Alright,
but it is.
I am gonna full send this.
It's
Full
just gonna.
send.
It's gonna take too long. Who knows?
Why don't sea monsters have haste?
Why would they? They're in the water. Going through
Yeah.
the water makes you move slow. Haven't you seen Godzilla?
Have you not seen how fast some fish can swim?
But those are fish. We're talking about big sea. We're talking about big sea monsters like Godzilla.
It's true. Oh, that's right. Is this you, May?
Jeez.
Oh God, how many non-creature spells did you
Your
cast?
goods cost more than mine.
Man, I am apparently bad at playing
Your
Magic.
goods cost more than mine.
I think he just got a treasure from.
I have cast 0 spells. He's not
No,
talking to me.
I'm talking about Nezelhall here.
Yeah. Yeah. How many
Um,
non-creature spells have the last 2 players cast?
Yeah, because that's not you, May.
None. Oh wait, that was
Yeah, it's 2. I played the Everflowing
Mine was
challenge.
one.
So I have to draw 2 cards, right?
Yep.
1, 2. I guess I might as well activate that then. I'll do it.
Okay. Oh, I'm gonna play my land for 2. Make sure I do this now. 4, 5, 6. I'm going to play Junji, the Midnight Sky.
Fucking
I
love
am going to
Junji.
pay for Ristic Study.
Turns out that's also a creature.
So when Junji enters the battlefield, I'm going to have it exploit itself.
Oh man, it's fun.
My marker dries out so fast.
Are token creatures artifacts?
No.
No.
Unless if it's specified.
Okay.
Oh, I need to get a different marker.
Seriously, I feel so far behind. Turns out missing 1 land drop does a whole lot.
Okay, so when Junji exploits itself, I'm going to have a number of different triggers. Ratodrapic's going to make a copy of it. It's going to reanimate a creature from my graveyard, and I'm going to take 2. I'm going to lose 2 life. I'm going to reanimate Benibrax. Exploits trigger is underneath all of this, so all these things are going to get +1/+1. But before that happens, when this Benibrax enters the battlefield, I'm going to do it again.
Oh.
This is going to exploit itself. So I now have 2 exploit triggers underneath everything.
I have 2
This is going to make a second Benibrax token, and then every creature that's currently on the board is going to get 2 more +1/+1 counters.
Eternal Autumn Wincon, huh?
Yeah, the guy's awesome. Oh, this is a little confusing. Because the second Benny only has 2 on it. I'm going to move him down here since he cannot attack. Okay. Moving to combat. I'm going to. Jay's got 2 blockers and can flash in anything. How many cards do you have in your hand? Full grip?
I got 5.
5. What are the odds he has another creature? Pretty high, right?
Bruh.
Maybe.
Bruh.
And you do
Or he'll
have
save
someone
it.
that has 41 life that is currently tapped down with no creatures.
Yeah, but like
you can join me.
he's not the he's not the threat.
He's not
True.
I am not the threat. All they did was just do something a little fucked up, like party foul.
Yeah, he like
Kinda
positioned JE in such a way that unfortunately like
Yeah, he blows up 2 of my stuff, then takes my dad.
I know I
Yeah.
should have taken it from Tim. I really should have. I really regret that decision. You just wanted it, Jay.
Kozilek.
You just offered yourself, and I was like, okay, I guess. Like,
Kozilek just eats one of my creatures, and he potentially flashes it. It feels like a blowout if I attack him, so I don't love that. Yeah, I don't think I can do that. I'm going to move to combat, and I'm going to send everything that can attack at Tex.
okay.
So these 3 creatures all have vigilance. So this is a 6/6, this is a 6/7, this is a 7/7, this is a 5/5.
Total.
6, 12, 19, 24.
Oh,
Yeah, that shit hurts.
I go to 17.
I'm going to gain 6 life. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
CJE. I knew I was gonna be this low, so I wanted you to be here with me.
And then I'm
Now it's like even almost, except you got more on your board.
Yeah, instead of
I'm gonna
moving 12,
move to
12,
end
I can
step.
fire spells.
both Benny Braxes are going to trigger. I'm going to draw 2 cards.
I'm also going to draw a card and discard a card.
And then I'll pass.
That's a permanent type.
I'm scared.
All right. Untap up. Draw, upkeep. We're gonna. Oh, I'm so far away from it though.
So from what?
The card.
Infinite mana.
Infinite mana. Huh?
I'm going to keep it. I think it's going to be required, and then I'm not going to reveal anything off the top. And then I do have 2 basics, so I'll play this Sunken Hollow. Go ahead and draw a card and discard a card. Don't have a creature in there. Don't have an artifact either.
21st.
I'll be right back.
Let's go ahead and discard Deep Sea Kraken. And then we'll play 2 for Thought Vessel. And then we'll pay 4 for the Sad Robot. And then I guess that's it for me.
That's your turn.
Yes, sir.
Okay. I'll untap, draw. I will play.
Having no maximum
relic-
hand size is great.
I'll play Reliquary Tower and join you in that aspect.
3 of us, Tim. It's all on you.
Yo, fucked him.
I'm not even mad.
I can't.
That's-
Like I just can't.
I can't even be mad.
You really
That's
can't
right.
be.
That's correct.
I'm going to just be annoying, I guess, still this whole game. I guess that's my calling this game. And you really just gotta fit the roles. I'm gonna tap 5 for a Painful Quandary.
Okay, that's if you play a spell, you
If you
discard
play a
card or
spell,
lose 5 life.
each opponent either loses 5 life or they have to discard a card.
So 2 triggers: Ristic Study and Nezzel Hall. Nezzel Hall will resolve, and I'll draw a card.
I don't know why it's not showing up. It's so fucking annoying. It's like
What
I
is
think
it? I'm
it's
sorry, I missed.
It's my
Hey,
player.
whenever an opponent casts a spell, they lose 5 life
we go.
unless they discard a card.
Yeah, that card's crazy.
Sweet.
I'm drawing a lot of my bogus shit right now.
I do have a response to that.
Don't
There's
do it,
also
man.
a
Don't do it,
Ristic Study
please, please.
trigger on the
Don't do it.
stack.
Don't do
Oh.
it, man.
Trigger on the stack.
Don't do it.
Let me see.
So I'm attempting to cast this for 5 is what's going on right now. For your mana purposes.
I'll tap 6.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. For a Shamil, the Inner Sun. Spells I
Okay.
control can't be countered, and I get to at the beginning of my end step I get this scry 1 or whatever, or discover 5.
Yeah.
Discover
Oh.
5.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that's slightly better than Scry 1.
Tap 3.
Are you paying 1 for that, or and Nezzel Hall triggers? So I'll draw a card.
No, I am not.
And then Painful Quandaries still has 1 trigger.
I'll tap 3, 4. Let's see. I will for Sculpting Steel, and I'll have it enter as a copy of, I guess, Soul Ring.
You don't want a sad robot?
I don't have any basics in here. I would.
No waste. Wow.
No, it's
What
like
a
it's a
baller.
list I found online. And the dude doesn't run it. Alright.
So Sculpting Steel entered as a Soul Ring. So Nezzel Hall, and then Ristic.
Yep. Now you go ahead.
I have so many cards, and I can't do anything small.
Hell yeah, daddy.
And that's it.
Ooh,
Yeah,
I like
don't
it when
have
you call me
anything
daddy. Painful Quandaries, still Ristic Study.
So it's, yeah, I'm gonna pay it. Fuck you, dude.
Okay.
Fuck you, daddy.
I can't be mad. Like, I really can't be.
I know. I'm like, you know what? It doesn't even matter. But what else am I gonna use 1 mana for, right?
Yeah.
I have a tone to commit to.
Alright. I will tap the Soul Ring to top. And so, give me something good. Fuck.
Believe it or not, this deck mills. But
Wait, it does?
my deck, yeah, dude, this is a worse. This is like exactly what we were talking about pregame. How it just doesn't perform.
Alright, I will do it like that.
Tim has my life in his hands.
I will untap. Upkeep. Draw.
I'm just waiting for that Moonshaker Cavalry to just, like, obliterate us all.
That's not a legendary creature.
How much CMC is that?
Oh, wait, is every single creature legendary?
Yes.
I'm so proud of you, Tim.
Yeah, that was my build limit. Every creature is legendary. Which really the main downside to that is you lose the best free sack outlets.
Yep.
And like
Legendary
the
Travel.
Blood
land.
Artists and stuff, too.
Yeah, you don't have really efficient Zulaport Cutthroat effects. Blue Zulaport's better in this format, but
Yeah.
than Blood Artist, but
7, 8.
you don't have good efficient ones. You do have them. They're just
There's an enchantment. There's also an enchantment that does it, too.
there's an enchantment that does it, and then there's Meat Hook Massacre,
Yep.
and then there's Ellis Ilkor and Sir Conrad. So there are still some Aristocrats effects. It's just harder to come by. I didn't put the enchantment in here, actually.
All right, I'll tap 4 and cast an unwinding clock.
Love
I'll
it.
I'll discard the Shrine of the Forsaken Gods.
I love that for you.
I'll pay for Ristic. But you do have another hall trigger. So I guess
Why are
Oh,
you
right.
discarding a card?
Painful
because of
quandaries.
Painful Quandary, or also take 5.
Right.
And you paid for
Okay.
Ristic, you said?
Yep. I'll pay for
It hasn't
Ristic.
gotten to me yet, so I forgot.
My hand
alright.
is so big. I love it.
I'm gonna top. I'm gonna I will let me top real quick. I'm just gonna top. I know what's up here.
Do you have a hand right now?
I have 2 cards again.
Was that from the top though?
I think so.
Or oh no, those
No.
are top. You just have 2.
Alright, I'm gonna flip top to draw a top card. And then I will like to go to my end step and discover 5. Alright, so I will have this thing, I guess the top back in the battlefield. Then I'll pass.
All right.
I'm gonna untap with you, unless you have something end step wise.
Come on, Tim, cast some spells.
Yeah, Tim. I want to draw like 10 more cards.
I'm gonna be that guy. You have an end step trigger?
Oh, I already did it.
Yeah, he
It
got
was
the
You
top.
did it?
Yeah.
You got that off of Shamil?
No, I drew. I knew it was on top, and I drew it, and then I put the top back on top. And
Right,
then
but
now
did you discover 5 on your end step?
He
Yeah,
did
I mean
it
that was
with
the top, right? I don't really know how Discover works, but that's how I assume it works.
I see.
Mhm. Yeah, he-
I understand. I understand now. Yeah, so you would have hit that card first, and you would have either put it in your hand or cast it. It's almost Cascade.
It should be what Cascade is. Fuck
So it was
Cascade.
a total of 5, but that's just 1, so I have 4 more.
Oh, I guess that Discover Cast, right?
It
Yes.
did.
Are you gonna pay for the top and as a whole?
No. Oh wait, do I have to pay 5 life for that?
Yeah, or discard a card.
Mhm.
Discard. Card.
So yeah, I'm gonna full send again.
Surprise, surprise.
Make a second treasure.
Cast a spell, dude. Come on.
I'm gonna.
Feel the quandary.
I just ran out of freaking tokens.
Why didn't I take your health, man?
Yeah,
Look at
man.
this. I pretty much just king made him. Like,
I don't know. I could come back out
Could
of
you
nowhere.
have killed me? Because I'm gonna.
no,
keep-
not at
I'm
all.
gonna
This
keep-
is
I'm
this is
gonna-
my existence. This is what you see on board.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep gaining
That's all
life.
about.
So
Yeah.
I will play my land for turn. Well, I need to keep doing these things. Okay, so I'm going to draw a card, and I'm going to make another changeling, but I'm struggling here because I ran out of freaking tokens. That's a changeling. I'm ordering infinite tokens on my other monitor. I'm desperately going to need them for this deck. Isolated Chapel is my land per turn.
Yeah, I think Massacre Worm would have been the better choice instead of Nezahal. Because Nezahal is the reason why this thing did.
Okay, so Painful Quandary I have to deal with, but I could probably just take text out. The question is, can I take JE cards in hand too?
Yeah.
He's got 2. And as far as blockers go, you've just got the 2 creatures, right?
Uh-huh.
Or at least that's what
How
we're
much is your
selling.
swinging power?
I mean, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 creatures that can attack. All 4 or better.
Mm.
And that's not including any exploiting he'll be doing.
Oh my god.
Okay.
I don't like that.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, this should be tapped. No, I'm tapped. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna play Tessa Karlov.
Oh, gross.
So Tessa is going to exploit herself.
And then
Jesus.
Mystic
man.
Study.
Hold on.
You want me to
Hold
wait-
on.
wait,
So
wait,
do you
put that on
create
the
2
stack?
Tessas?
Yes.
Yeah.
Hold
Yes,
on.
you do. Yes, I do.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Alright, trigger.
Yes, I
on
do.
the stack. On cast.
Trigger on the
cast.
stack.
Yeah, she's on the
Tessa
stack.
cast.
On the stack.
It's a really cool deck, Tim.
Yeah, Radajabic's really cool. I like him a lot.
I'm proud of you.
Oh, thanks.
Alright.
I'm really poor.
1, 2, 3, 6. No, 5. 8. That's 8. 9, 10.
I sense another Ocelot?
He's gonna do it. He's gonna do it.
Okay, an Ulamog. Ceaseless Hunger.
That's a good one.
Is this your first spell you just cast?
Yeah,
And then there's
I'll-
also
you
Mystic
gonna-
Study.
You can discard or pay 5.
I'll discard
Or
an
take 5.
Ulamog. And I'll pay 1 for the Ristic.
Okay.
Yeah, so
this one
ETB.
I was about to say your graveyard will shuffle, right?
Yeah, I would shuffle.
So this is on the
Um,
stack still. This flash. So this gets resolved first, and then
Well,
Tessa's
let,
stuff.
let him choose his targets first.
Yeah, I have a cast trigger.
Yeah,
Um,
ceaseless hunger, right?
Yep.
Yep.
I don't know what
Alright.
that is.
I'll pay 2. Actually, fuck. Hold on. Can I take back the Ristic?
Sure.
You can draw. I'll pay 2 for the ward cost on Radadravic. I'll try to target him once. And I will try to kill the dragon or exile the dragon.
Yep.
Gingy, yeah. So Radadravic and Gingy.
Okay. I then also have responses to the Tesa then as well.
You should've gone first.
Huh? I didn't
should've
draw.
gone first.
I didn't draw it until now. That's why. Because his Ristic Study trigger is what allowed me to draw the card. I'll cast Force of Will, targeting Tesa Karlov. Pitching this.
So I'm gonna let all that happen, but I gotta tell you, you letting him take that back changes that sequence entirely. Like you letting him take paying Ristic back completely changed that sequence.
You know, I'm sorry. I forgot about I couldn't use
You forgot about the
this.
ward, and really,
Stupid.
like the way that ward works.
No, I knew
is
what
that once
ward
you put the
worked.
well,
I
when
just
you
didn't
put the trigger on
have
the
enough
stack,
mana.
the trigger gets countered. So, like, and you would not.
No, I
have
knew
drawn
about
that
the
force
ward.
I
away.
didn't
It's
think
just-
about that.
I ran
Yeah.
out.
Yeah, so
I'd have targeted
we're,
something
we're,
else.
we're too far to go back, but I just got to point out that's why you don't do backsies. Because that completely changes that outcome.
And
Okay.
then
So,
I'll
Tessa-
discard
Tessa's
this to
count. Yeah, Tessa is countered.
Painful Quandary.
Yeah. Yeah, that was it.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. Let's see. 5 mana. So I don't have enough to cast Radadravic again. And now you have 3 blockers, so I don't have enough to kill you. I should have paid for Painful Quandary as well. because that's how that works, right?
Yeah.
You have to
Whenever
discard a
an
card.
opponent, so did and zombie would have had to have done that as well.
Yeah, I discarded the fed up pools here.
He has a ton of cards, and I think he can.
I'm gonna toss Call of the Ring. I'm gonna discard a card to pay for that. Boo. Okay, I am. I'm gonna play. Do I do this before or after combat? I don't know if it matters. 1, 2, 3. Yes, it does. I'm gonna play Victimize. I am gonna pay for the wrist deck,
Okay.
but I know you still. It's a non-creature spell. I'm going to discard. Commissar Severina Rain. I'm gonna sacrifice the changing that I made this turn, and I'm going to reanimate Tessa and Junji.
Those are 2
Oh
good ones.
god. Is that exploit guy still out?
He is. So
Damn.
Yeah.
He could be your commander, you know. Okay.
Yeah.
Colonel Autumn could be your commander. Yeah.
I don't know. It's not near as good as what you got though.
Yeah, I mean, Ratadravic is what makes it like go
Yeah.
broken. The rest of it's just very, very value heavy, but
I got a
perhaps
shuffle.
not quite so broken. So, do I want to exploit? Junji gets 2 more things back. Yeah, I'm going to do that. So, I'm not going to exploit with Tesa, but I am going to exploit with Junji. So when he dies, I'm going to return a non-dragon creature. I'm going to do that twice because of Tesa, so I'm going to lose 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
God damn.
I'm going to get
It's pretty fucking good.
Benny Brax and Gollum back.
Exploit.
I don't know if I keep going.
I mean,
Oh wait.
I could
Yeah,
see
you don't get the
Gollum being.
tokens.
I could see
Yeah.
Gollum being exploited.
Yeah.
Yeah, I also probably now that I'm looking at it, I missed a ring tempting a really long time ago. Benny draws me another card, so I will exploit Gollum. So that's going to give
So that's
me
3?
2.
Three
It's
exploits?
it's
Altogether?
2. Junji
Oh,
exploited.
Junji and
Gollum
Gollum.
exploited.
Okay.
Yeah, so 2 more on everything. That goes up to 5. That goes to 6. That goes to 6. These guys need 2 each. Then I will move to combat. I will attack. Zombie, what's your biggest creature?
7/7. I have a 7/7/2/2 and a 1/4.
And a 1/4. Okay. So 1, 2, 3 creatures. So I need
Or
to
little
get-
measly old me.
I need to attack you with everything, and you'd still wouldn't die. That's frustrating. All right, I am going to send Gollum at Zombie.
He doesn't have vigilance anymore, right?
Tesa gives tokens, vigilance, and
Oh.
lifelink.
Nice. Oh, gross.
Mm-hmm.
And you just had the tree text?
Yes. 040.
Okay.
That's
So
it.
I will attack. I will attack Tex with.
He's thick.
That's a thick boy.
I really want to attack Jay, but I just don't. I can't get enough through, and I don't have my fire anymore. Get rid of the dragon.
I
Was
have
the
to get a
correct
counter for this, dude. Yeah, so this is now at 3-4. Because that matters.
It doesn't, because your other guys are just so big. It doesn't matter, and they're also at least one of them's indestructible, so that doesn't matter at all.
Yeah, I have no card.
Yeah, I think that's it. I'm gonna send Gollum at Zombie. I'm gonna send all 3 of these other tokens at Tex.
No, are you trying to kill me?
I'm not. I don't think that it will.
Okay. I'll just block one.
Yeah.
The
so if you
biggest,
block-
if not, they're all the same, or if they are
Yeah,
not.
this one's a 7/7. This one's a 7/6. So yeah, if
I'll
you block
block
one of these,
7/7.
yeah,
or
you will
whatever,
take
yeah.
7 and 6. You'll take 13. Zombie blocks.
Yeah, I'll block with
It's an 8.
two.
Okay. So 8 and 14 is 22. 6 more is 28. That'll take me to 62.
And then I do have a death trigger. I'll draw a card.
I'm gonna move to my end step and draw 3 times from my various Benny Braxes.
Okay. Before you go into your end step, I'm going to discard these 3 to exile them. I just want to discard cards. I did discard a battle and an enchantment, so now I have all 4 types for this.
Alright, I'm gonna untap my artifacts.
And then I will draw. Oh wait, untap upkeep. We're gonna search for Azcanta. This is a good card. I'll keep it, and I won't reveal, so we'll do that.
I did that. I forgot to do the thing again. The ring tempted me.
Okay.
Does that
and-
do anything? I don't even know what the temp means.
It takes a long time before it does anything that like matters.
I'll play a Nykthos Shrine to Nyx.
The ring tempts you. No, I mean, I've seen a lot of people use it. I just keep forgetting what it does.
Seems like good card draw first, and then after it gets like really good card draw.
Yeah. So the thing.
I guess you have to do a ring bearer. Isn't that the
Yeah.
one with
Yeah.
Skulk?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
practically.
So the ring bearer, and then it's the creatures that are larger can block it. So I will make one of my I'll make my giant non-legendary Benny Brax a legendary creature. Oh, I shouldn't do that because then I'll legend rule him. We'll just put it on Tessa for. It's only at 1. So.
Rider Drapic's not on the battlefield, right?
Correct. Time for a board wipe.
That would be 5, 6, 7, 8. Perfect. And then 2 more. We're gonna cast Lynn Voda, the Rising Deep, and I'm gonna kick it.
What's it do?
When it enters the battlefield, if it was kicked, return all creatures to their owner's hands except for merfolk, krakens, leviathans, and octopuses and serpents.
In response, then.
Wait, that gets my dinosaur too. Yeah, it's too late. Yeah.
In response, I'm going to tap Tree of Perdition with Tim.
What's it at? 41?
40.
40. Yep. I'll go to 40.
Alright, I'm gonna top
Then are you
first.
gonna pay 5 life or discard a card? You'll probably discard a card.
I'm gonna top.
We'll discard this land. And then these two will go to my hand. I really miss
So
her.
you kicked it, so everything goes to the hands.
Yeah.
Is it just creatures?
All creatures except for sea monsters. Yeah, I really screwed up here. Do I have 7 cards in my hand? Yeah, this should flip. Yeah. See, I told you it was ramp on turn 2.
Comes out turn 10 or whatever.
Yeah, yeah. We're gonna play Sensei's Divinity's top. And then I'll discard Massacre Worm, I guess. 5, 6, 7, 10, 11. I have a maximum hand size now. So I have to discard. While I'm figuring that out, you can go.
Nezahal is not a Leviathan?
No, it's an Elder
Oh.
Dinosaur.
That's
What?
weird.
That's not fair. It
2,
should definitely be a big sea
3.
monster of some kind.
Wait, can't you just
4.
exile 3 cards from your hand so that you could exile it?
You're right, I could have. Are you
I'm gonna
okay if I
draw.
do that, or is that too late?
What does it do for you?
I mean, I just have a
Well, just have
Nezahal
it
that's tapped instead.
I don't give a shit. I'm 5-4 life. I don't give a fuck.
Alright.
I'm gonna play a
1,
swamp for
2.
turn after drawing. You're done, right?
Yeah, I'm just
Okay.
discarding the cards
I was just
to
making sure.
Nezahal. Yeah.
And did you discard for all your painful quandary triggers?
I sure did.
Awesome, man. You're the best. I think what I'm
You're
gonna
the
do
best.
is
Perks of being a streamer, right?
I'm gonna tap 1, 2, and then another 4, so 4, 5, 6 for Bane of Progress. So what Bane reads is
Oh my god.
when it enters the battlefield, destroy all artifacts and enchantments and put a 1/1 counter for each permanent destroyed this way.
I have a couple of responses then.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Any responses, Jay?
I don't. Not
Okay,
right now.
I'm gonna sacrifice my treasure so you don't get the counter for it, but otherwise that's it for me.
Alright, we're gonna draw a card and discard a card. We'll get rid of the Smear Signet. And then we'll tap the top to draw a card. It's on top. And then that's it.
Alright, since you did that, I'm
And
gonna
did you pay the 1 for the Ristic Study?
Yeah,
Just
just now.
oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah,
Alright, cool.
I'm gonna
just
top.
now.
I'm gonna top. What do I want here?
I'm sad you returned stuff to his hand.
Well,
Would've got
Um,
more.
Not many of his stuff were
I think it was just like 2.
Yeah, these are all Eldrazi's, so
Okay.
they would have been fine. I'm gonna top. I'm gonna tap the top to draw.
Are all Eldrazi's indestructible?
No.
They're not artificial.
but they're not artifact either.
Oh.
Alright. Yeah, I got nothing for that.
Okay.
You
How
get
much-
3,
How many from JE?
4, 5, 6, 7.
Oh no.
I have 7.
7. How many? You got 1 and then 2 from you. Okay. So 1 and 2. So 10 counters. It's a 12-12. Oh, it's actually an 11-11 because Painful Quandary's gone. You're welcome.
You're welcome, he says.
Hell yeah. And I tapped for stupid ass Ristic, so I'll pass.
Actually, on your turn, I will I'll flash in there this again. Untap.
Hell yeah, dude. Let's see it, daddy. I wish I would have got that. I wish I would have munched it up. No.
I like it when you call me daddy.
Play this.
He's daddy now.
Void. I'll scry.
You lost it.
I don't know
You
how
did
I
lose
feel
it. You
about
Do you
that.
draw a
shit.
card at the end of your turn if you're daddy?
I'll scry at the
The
bottom.
term daddy with me is very loose, if you know what I mean.
Just the way I like it.
I don't like that conversation anymore.
Tap this for 3. I'll use for top.
I'm
I'll
gonna
have
draw a
2
card from Nezahal. Are you gonna pay 1?
No. I have 2 colors floating that I can use for artifact spells. I will tap the top to draw. I'll use the 2 floating and 2 more to play a Joris familiar. What's this say? +1,
Nice.
+1. You put a planner.
So
Mystic-
you get a +1/+1.
Yeah, I got a +1/+1. Yeah, I'll pay for a stick. Alright, I'm swinging at you. You have like all the artifact hate. I'm swinging at you, Tex.
No,
Swinging for 2.
that tracks. How much is that for?
For 2.
Oh my god, dude.
I
I'll tell you right now, you definitely paid me back, okay? I know, I feel really bad. That's not how this deck's supposed to be. It's just been hate card. Literally not a single creature in my graveyard.
You're playing like these weird ass,
Dude,
just single like naturalized. Who plays
I'm
that?
drawing every non-creature I have, I think.
Who runs
Play
naturalized?
Godless Shrine, and I am gonna pay the 2.
Your boy who gets rid of Helms of the Hosts and Karns.
8, 9.
That's who runs naturalizes. My buddy plays Avacyn and a lot of enchantments, so I have to put him in his place.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
And I don't like Avacyn. Hurts my feelings.
Wait, isn't it indestructible?
Yeah, and by the time that Avacyn's out, his enchantment stacks are just too much.
No.
It's like already over.
There's this
Doesn't matter.
card. It's like 2 mana, and then it says destroy all enchantments. You know what I'm talking about?
Sounds illegal.
Tranquility.
What colors are it?
It's
Green.
green.
Oh, I will get rid of Naturalizer right now.
No, it's not called the Tranquility, is it?
All right. Is it not?
Oh, I mean, yes.
Is Ristic Study back out?
Oh, sorry. You would have 1 more counter on your guy.
Hell
But
yeah.
Nezahal, yeah. Oh.
14/14. Watch out.
Oh, it's back to nature. It's like way better. It's an instant.
Back to nature.
Yeah.
So close. 1, 2, 3.
But it only does enchantments, so it doesn't do artifact.
Well, no, that's still really good.
And it's an instant too for 2 mana.
Well, these are instants as well. But
All right. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to figure out what is the right things to do here because I don't think.
oh my
recasting
god,
Commander
dude,
with
I
6
want
is-
this so bad. 31 cents.
9.
Man. Hell yeah.
Okay. 1, 2. Black and white. I'm gonna play Tessa. And then I'm
Bane
gonna
of
play
Progress.
Bartolome del Presidio. And then I'm going to convoke out Benny Brax and pass.
Before you go into your end step, I'm going to discard these 3 sea monsters to blink him. Alright. Have a deep draw. Ooh, that's a fun one. We'll play Urborg. Alright, 5. The first 3 will be for necromancy. Targeting
Sure.
Hall Breacher Whore. Hall Breaker Whore, sorry.
Yeesh.
The second 2 will be Animate Dead. Targeting Serpents of the Yawning Depths.
Oh, fuck.
And then
Is that it? Are we dead?
I mean, I'm not killing anyone yet, sadly.
You don't have a good loop that you could present.
No. I guess I'll return Tesa to your hand, Tim. And then let's go to combat. Only have 3 cards in hand. Tim, I guess I'll attack you for 8 and 7.
No blocks. I'll take 15.
Second main phase. We're gonna add 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 blue. Eight blue. I will tap this for a black, I guess. I will cast my commander, putting this on top. And I'll pass top and top a whole bunch.
You have a Nezahal trigger?
I
mean, not Nezahal, Hullbreaker Horror.
I do. I guess your Soul Ring, Tim.
No, that's not right.
I don't
hit the right target.
Hit the right target. All right. What's
don't put my soul. Put one of my creatures back in my hand. You're just being too nice.
Yeah, you're right.
This is a free sack outlet.
Yeah, let's get rid of that guy. And then that's it for me.
Okay. I'll untap. Draw. We'll play a forest. I am going to tap a green and a black twice. So a total of 4 for my commander. He will come in. I will tap a green and a black and a colorless, and I will sacrifice Bane of Progress, dealing 14 to every opponent. And if there are no responses,
that means I'm at 6, eh?
Yeah.
so that takes out him, brings him down to that. And that was my last shot at fuck y'all. And I'll pass.
Well,
this is like, I cannot believe I have 1 creature in my graveyard right now. What did I do wrong, guys?
Seriously.
I have no idea.
I have
What did you do wrong?
drew every non-creature. Drew 2 creatures, I think, this game.
Well, We can't win, so I think that means I lose.
Yeah, he could just attack next turn. And
I
then
was about to
that's
say
it.
I do have a lot of unblockable sea creatures.
Yeah. It's like
Are they unblockable?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're unblockable.
Yeah, they can only be blocked by other sea creatures.
I mean, even if not, you just cast the spells in
Yeah.
your hand and bounce any blockers that I put
True.
down.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pass the turn.
Yeah.
All right, untap upkeep. Reveal. It's not. Disappointing. We'll go to combat. Tim, take. I'll attack you for 6 and 7, and then Rex, you'll take the other.
What if you just gave me another turn?
I mean, then I die.
It's not true.
I was
Okay,
not
I'll take
expecting to win that game. Honestly, I really wasn't.
I was expecting to do literally anything but that. There's Meat Hook Massacre, still not a creature. Fucking
Very
Jesus,
strange.
dude.
Talk about the wrong half of your deck.
Yeah.
Dude, I think I just didn't shuffle or something. I don't know.
I think you should have naturalized the wrist stick. Maybe that was the right target. I could have done anything with that Karn mana anyway.
I didn't like your Helm of the Host. That was like,
No, you targeted with you targeted the Karn with it. The natural.
oh, I did.
Yeah.
It's just because I don't know.
You had
It seemed
another
scary, and it honestly, your deck was
single
scary
one.
and unknown to me.
You're right.
That's all it was.
And that's a hard choice. Like, do you?
Yeah.
Do you
And it was like, it
target
was
things that
colorless,
get
and I was
something
like, what the
mana?
fuck's going on, man? Like,
Yeah, what's scarier, a whole bunch of unknown cards or a whole bunch of
I
mana?
don't know what's.
Yeah.
I'm not too familiar with blue either, but like, I know blue shit does blue shit.
And this is like when usually it's faster than that. What I just played.
Right.
Dude,
I mean,
oh my
you were still
God,
fast.
what?
Like
You were scary.
No, usually I just refill my hand. I kind of stopped drawing cards.
Yeah.
I didn't have any recurring card draw.
I was expecting that counter from Kozilek or something.
Yeah, I probably should have held up the Shamil, but I didn't expect that. Alright, GG's good.
Yeah.
good
GG's.
game.
Good game, man.
I'm assuming you're not sticking around then, Tim.
Yeah, if it were a half hour earlier, maybe, but I think starting
Yeah.
starting a second game right now equals being up till 2 a.m. So
I agree.
I can't really avoid that, unfortunately.
Yeah,
Nice meeting you guys.
yeah, absolutely. You
Yeah,
should
great
totally,
game, great
you
game.
should totally check out my YouTube/Twitch channel.
I'm guessing it's your name.
Yeah, the name over there. We actually have a podcast on the YouTubes. In fact, in my humble opinion, it's the world's best Commander podcast on the internet.
the best and onlyest Commander podcast.
Yeah, it's pretty solid.
That stuff that no one else is doing. Content like you've never seen.
It's
Do I
true.
get to see do I get to see Tim's face
You do.
on this podcast?
Yes, he keeps telling me I need to put my face up here when we do this as well.
Tim's sounding punctual, and I like Tim.
Yeah. I'm gonna work on it.
Yeah, Tim's a pretty cool cat. I've been friends with him for a very long time.
This is why I built the Mothman, because my name is Timothy.
Oh, Tim.
You know, I was hoping
man
I
from my
would have
heart.
been able to use my copy tokens.
They are.
Oh, I'm
they are
happy that
cheap.
never happened. I'm happy all that never happened. I'm happy I just. Goodbye,
Yeah.
guys.
See ya.
Definitely, I think I need to take Nezahal out. I think Nezahal has
Really?
yeah.
It drew you in a whole bunch of cards and can let you keep a bunch of cards.
But those were the Nezahal was the only reason why I did not get to flip my commander at all last game.
Really?
Yep. Because I reanimated Nezahal and put a creature on top, but then I had to draw that creature because it's not Yume.
It's a good point.
Um,
That's tough because I understand why it's in there. It is obviously
great card
big,
draw.
Big blue scary thing is just big blue and scary and draws you a bunch of cards.
But it also, but see, here's the cool thing. Like, it let me put cards in my graveyard to then just reanimate them. Like, what's I mean, I put what? 7 and 8 mana worth for 5 mana. The turn before my last. So like, his discard ability is just really good too. I know it's tough.
I gotta ask, what is rule 0?
We're actually not playing another game right now. We just ended ours and it's getting kind of late for us. But what rule 0 is, you kind of just like talk about sort of what your deck does. And it's to kind of like make sure we're all on the same like power level. So no one's gonna have a bad time kind of thing. So that's what rule 0 is.
Yeah, it's like it's almost like the table rules. Like rule 0 is making sure everybody's in agreement about the way we're going to do a couple of things. There's a power level conversation that happens as well, usually. And you know, we always encourage people to talk a little bit about what their deck's going to do, just because then, you know, with so many cards these days, it's actually really tough to keep up with all the different things that are going on. So it's just to get everybody on the same page so everybody can know what's going on and have a good time.
It's crazy to know who's talking right now.
Oh, yeah, you can see the purple bar next to their name when they talk. That's
Okay, cool.
But if you really want to know more about Rule 0, we do have an episode of the podcast talking all about Rule 0 and the kind of things that you want to bring up about Rule 0 and stuff. It's called the AZA Commander Podcast. It is the best podcast on the internet, hands down.
And the only one.
Where'd you grab your copies from? Are they like artists? Originals?
Yeah, so these are metal tokens that I got at Chicago MagicCon. MagicCon Chicago. They were $10 each and they're really cool. They really pop on camera too.
They do.
Yeah, it's really nice.
Yeah, they really do. Did you know that Infinite Tokens makes like little circular tokens that you can use for like
counters and stuff?
Yeah,
I've seen them. They look so nice.
And then you can just like erase it, and then you can just write the number of how many 1/1 counters, or you could write flying or whatever kind of counter you need. Yeah, the Infinite Token has a lot of cool stuff.
Yeah,
which, by the way, Infinite Token, if you're out there listening to me right now, we would love to have you as a sponsor to the podcast and the Twitch and YouTube channels. That would be spectacular. I can sell ice to an Eskimo. So
it took you a while, but you got there.
But you know what?
Yeah.
It taking a while drew you in closer. Like, ooh, what's he gonna say? What's he gonna say? It's all part of the plan. It was all a part of the plan, Tom.
That's it. That's what happened. Okay,
Yeah,
how many tokens are in this kit?
Oh, wow. How much snow did you sell?
Huh?
How much snow did you sell?
How much snow did I sell? You wouldn't believe me, a nation's worth. It was incredible. I am low. How do you think I afforded these metal tokens? It's from all the snow I sold.
Yeah, it's amazing. You only got 2 of them though.
Their shop is on Etsy.
Oh, is it?
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
looked on Amazon first, and they weren't selling them there. And there's a bunch of knockoffs and a bunch that are cheaper. But there's a part of me that's like, I don't want to give Amazon any more money.
Right.
So, and I'd much rather give it to the person who invented this.
Yeah. I didn't realize they were on it. Yeah, I want to see if I can.
They have a website, and if you go to that and then you click shop, it takes you over to Etsy.
Yeah, I want to go to Andre Radix, see if she has like an Etsy, because I would love to get more of her tokens. Her tokens are just
Those are the ones we're looking at?
Yeah, that's what got angels. These aren't a part of it. We got dragons. That's not a part of it. Her Thopter token is just a squirrel driving a drone. It's great. We got plants. We got the 3/3
rewritable deck box label stickers.
We got pest. We got our two bears sitting at a bench.
Bears.
We got our food. We got sapperlings. We got shrines. More plants and more bees. And then awesome copy tokens, because those copy tokens are hers as well. Yeah. So, we're still good to record on Sunday, like at 9, right?
So where's the copy tokens?
Where did they go? That's a good question. They're right here.
Oh.
Yeah, I was hoping to need a lot of these tonight. Turns out I didn't copy a single Kraken. But yeah, when you just start discarding like crazy amounts of cards just to get them into your graveyard, turns out you lose your hand really quickly. Because that's what happened towards the end of that game. I discarded 6 cards just because, one, I was hoping to flip over that artifact that makes me tap for the number of permanent cards in my graveyard for mana.
Mm-hmm.
The door thingy. And then the turn before last, I just wanted to pitch fat sea monsters to put them on top of my deck, and then reanimate 2 of them. Yeah, I forgot how good Hull Breacher is.
Hull Breacher Horror is really, really like it's very good. It's impressive, and really like it's worth.
I mean,
once you get to the end of the game and you're at that high value of a card, like it ought to be.
Well, right. So it was just like the perfect storm for me. Like, right, like I just bounced everyone's creatures to their hand, when everyone was so far ahead of me, and then just being able to make a sick amount of mana with Nykthos Shrine to Nyx, and then being able to just reanimate those big fatties too. Yeah, the card that I wanted to put into the graveyard to try to flip my commander was actually Cyclonic Rift. But I was like, oh, I'd rather see a Kraken do its Kraken things,
right,
instead of Cyclonic Rift at someone's end step, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, these tokens are really... I like how legible they are, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
okay, yeah, as far as Sunday goes, I'm gonna be yes, I think is the short answer.
Okay, cool.
I do think I will be able to. I haven't had any time to kind of look at the thing because I've been trying to keep up with work and school. Yeah. So, but I did just kind of look at what I need to do for school this week, and I have a good grip on it. I am going to be very busy this weekend with going to see family and do stuff.
Yeah.
But then,
I'm getting some fishing done.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll be fishing tomorrow evening. Well, tomorrow, and then I'll probably be getting home around 9 o'clock tomorrow.
Do you think you'll be up for playing tomorrow?
Oh yeah. I only work until 3 tomorrow.
Good. Okay. So you're going right after that.
Yeah, but you need to have family time as well.
Yes.
Oh yeah, no, I agree. But I'm just getting over COVID, so I've had enough. Yeah, I had COVID, and I was out for
situation.
Yeah, I was out for a week, man. Like I finally went back to work on Monday, and I barely survived it. And then
I found after I had COVID that I couldn't compete in Rubik's Cube anymore.
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty tough. Now I'm just a little bit sniffly, and I don't have to wear a mask starting tomorrow because of the CDC guidelines saying I shouldn't be contagious anymore. So
yeah, I lost my downward vision by wearing the mask, and I couldn't compete anymore.
Wow. So but yeah, so I'm gonna go fishing with my brother tomorrow after my wife gets home, and then I'm only gonna fish until like 7 o'clock, so I should be getting home around 8 o'clock, and then put the kids to bed, and I should be able to play.
Yeah, that sounds good. I'm working from home the next 2 days, so I don't have to get up super early on those days, so I should be able to, I should be able to get into another game. I'll get a game with Mothman in. I have no idea how. Now that I'm done with my list, I guess I can make my Mox Field public. Now that I'm done messing with it, I could not. The funny thing about it is that it's like inherently. You can take it in several different directions,
right?
And even the pre-built is just like that. The pre-built like can't decide what it wants to do,
right?
Like it can't decide if it wants to be a dedicated mill deck or a proliferate deck or a +1/+1 counters deck. But I actually found, and it's tough to fishbowl, of course, because of you don't know what other people are going to mill.
Yep.
But I found a way that I think that works to do it. It's probably not exactly right because I think the odds of you hitting a non-land card are actually about 60%.
Right.
But I've just been flipping coins for every land counter that my ghost opponents have to see how quickly it scales, and it really
that makes a lot of sense.
43%.
Right. Well, depending on how many lands that people have, right?
Right. So like most of my decks, you're gonna have like a 38% chance. That's
right,
at a full deck, so
you're looking at 60 plus.
Yeah, it's 43 average.
Yeah, most people play with less than 40 lands in their commander deck. So yeah,
I would ask you to look at this commander. What would you call it?
Oh, I love Yarlock.
So how would you build a deck around it?
Oh, what? So my brother actually has this deck I built for him.
That's the Mana Burn one.
Oh yeah. So I leaned full blown into the Mana Burn. So like I made things like I used things to untap Yarlock a whole bunch of times. I also added like Heartbeat of Spring and Mana Flare, so everyone has even more mana. So like it makes it just more complicated. I put cards in there to punish people for tapping their mana or leaving their mana untapped. The only thing I didn't put in there is like mass land destruction, but there is land destruction like I think it's Price of Glory.
There is. We don't play land destruction.
Yeah, I mean the only card that I put in there is Price of Glory, and that's only like it only destroys things if you're tapping your mana on other people's turn.
Yeah.
So it's your choice to destroy your own land. But
it took me a while to figure that out. That when if you give people mana, you're not going to get it back. But the time it comes around, that cycle. So we had to.
I also put a lot of mana sinks in there too, because that's important that you don't leave mana in your mana pool either.
100%. Yeah.
Yeah. So like a card that I put in there that I really liked is Helix Pinnacle. Helix Pinnacle's a great card. It's just another way to win the game.
It's one of those ones that slide under those. It's like nobody expects it.
Right. I agree.
Yeah. So what about let's see. We'll find the commander. No, commander's gone. But Yarlock does have a brother.
Yeah, he's a lot of fun. You will draw a lot of hate. Oh, Yarlock and Yarok, I love it.
They're brothers.
They are. I love it. That's great.
They're brothers with an unimaginative parent.
Yep.
Yeah. Yep. Well, fire puts out forest. Forest puts out fire.
Maybe they're twins, and they just really wanted to confuse everybody.
Yeah, they want to
that's right. That's the reason about it. I built Yarlock first, and I was like, I have to build this.
So tomorrow, I think I might play Bilbo Birthday Celebrant.
Do it.
I
feel much better about playing Mothman against that.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we played Mothman earlier for a few games. It's Mothman's unreal. By the way.
Yeah, I watched a lot of people play the precons out of the box, and
Crazy.
they're all pretty cool.
They are. They really are.
I think the science deck needs the most work.
I was very tempted to just leave it. I really was, but there's definitely a couple of cards I wanted to pilfer for my actual proliferate deck.
Right.
And I ended up pulling all of that because I just don't think that you actually need it.
No, I don't think so either.
Because you do have to pick a lane. You do have to figure out what direction you're going to go. And so what I ended up going with +1/+1 counters, because what I found was that like if you dedicate it towards mill and creatures that benefit from getting counters, it gets really snowballing.
It gets
fast.
really crazy. Yeah.
Right. So so it's I don't know if I have the right mix just yet, and I did have to pilfer some cards from some other decks to get it into operation. So I'll have to see if I can either get some of those cards. You know what I really need for several decks at this point, and it is insanely expensive now, is Phyrexian Tower. Like,
Yep.
Holy shit, that card.
Yeah.
What is it, like 15 now?
Majority
It's like 40.
Ew, gross.
Yes, gross. If it was 15,
Tim,
I would
I have one that I'm willing to trade. I have one in my Phage deck. I'd be willing to trade that too.
I mean, Radadravic really needs it, and I don't have one in H&K.
Right, H&K needs it too.
I mean, it's just one more, free Saka. And actually, H&K, it works even better because you don't really need to. I mean, I guess that one does need repeatable Saka outlets. But it honestly, like, if I had one, it would go in Radadravic.
Right. So I plan on changing the science deck to a bobblehead deck, right? And I plan on winning with the bobbleheads. The only white card that I would be adding right now is currently Urza, Prince of Krog.
Yeah.
Just so I can make 1/1 copies for 6 mana of bobbleheads. I do plan on putting on Jin-Gataxia's Progress Tyrant because I want to cast bobbleheads. Artificer class, copy artifact, Mirage Mirror, Mirage Mockery, which is just a sorcery that does the same thing. Mirror Maid, Mizium Transliquet. Yeah, Mizium Transliquet. It can become something, an artifact until end of turn, or it can permanently become an artifact. The Saheelis that just make tokens of things like Steel Shaper's Gift. I love Court of Vantris too. Lithoform Engine, Mechanized Production, Prototype Portal. Like, everything that I'm adding is just to make more tokens of it. And I'm like, and then I have Barbarian class and Will.
Who's buffing your tokens?
Put Rise and Shine in it.
Rise and Shine. Let me see what.
No, I like go back to your classics, like a Crim as well.
What? That might have been for something else, but no, I didn't put a Chrome as well.
Yeah, Rise and Shine. It turns a non-creature artifact into a 4/4 artifact creature permanently, and it overloads for 4, so it turns all of your non-creature artifacts into 4/4s permanently. So just think about it. I know that the goal is to win with bobbleheads and with the luck ball.
But if my bobbleheads are 4/4s and I beat face with bobbleheads, it's still fucking hilarious.
It's still hilarious. I think the deck needs Rise and Shine.
Yeah, I'll put that in the list. But like I almost feel bad because it's like, okay, well then what's the white for?
You don't have to put white cards in the deck.
I know, but like my commander has white in it.
You don't have to put white cards in the deck. You can have a commander with a 3-color color identity and build a 2-color deck.
Some nice cards in for white for 1 mana.
Yeah, Path of Exile.
Well, yeah, I mean,
Teferi's protection.
I don't have an extra Teferi's protection. I don't think it makes me sad.
Do you have an Everybody Lives?
It's currently being used.
Yeah, it's in your doctor deck.
Yeah.
It's not that good anyway.
Yeah, I agree. It's actually kind of bad.
There's an amazing one white. It starts with Sarah.
I need Trophy Mage too. Because I want to be able to search up.
Esper Sentinel's an artifact.
I only have like 150 like 160 or 170 that I can spend on it. So like
Sure.
with Esper Sentinel,
Get it.
yeah, with Esper Sentinel being $20 something, it might not make a cut.
I'd give you my bobbleheads, but you bought the. I only have the one, and you bought this deck too. So
Yeah, so I planned on buying foil versions of them anyway
oh, I see.
because I'm a bougie
Wow,
bitch.
that's going to be way more expensive though.
Well, I don't know. Well, it depends on how expensive the bobbleheads are. I'm checking that out.
Well, you can
now.
get the bobbleheads in the precons. So
Well,
they're not-
I'm gonna have.
So-
I have a total of 3 right now.
yeah, so they're not going to be expensive. Is my point. The ones that come out of the precons are not going to be expensive. The ones that come out of the whatever the hell they call them, the collector boosters, those are going to be expensive.
Let's see. Just looking at. Oh, they don't have any. I'm just looking at Cool Stuff Inc. Let me go to. Now I'm curious. Which I was actually quite impressed with Cool Stuff Inc. and their shipping and how fast it was.
That's nice. I'll have to take a look at that next time I wanna pick up a couple of things. I actually went down to the LGS there in Millersville and bought singles for the first time.
Oh yeah,
That's cool.
did you like
Have
them?
Yeah, have you ever been there?
Oh, that's where I buy my stuff.
It's nice. I like that you can sit down at the computer and make your buy list.
Yeah.
And then you don't have to ask them to look for a thing. You can just see if it's in there or not. And I was able to get. I mean, I was in a similar situation where I was like, oh, I only want to spend about $10 here, but I know that there's probably a half dozen cards that I want that are $1 or less. So I didn't have another. I couldn't find a Fathom Mage. I was like, it is inconceivable to me.
Yeah, it's crazy
that I didn't have another one of those sitting around somewhere because it is a bulk rare, and I keep those. I have those around, and I could not find a second one. And I was like, what is going on here? I only have one deck that has blue and green in it, and I know there's one in there, but like,
oh, I'm not gonna be able to
have
afford foils. Holy shit, they're like $20 each.
Yeah, I'm not surprised by that.
All right, well that solves that problem.
Because it's a collector booster thing, like, and really that's going to be true about like all the special arts of all the different things, which I couldn't care less about. But really, like, you want the cards that are coming out of the pre-builds, and frankly, you probably want to get them as soon as possible because they're gonna be low for the next couple of months, and then they'll go up.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I'm curious on how much it changes the math when you have advantage on all your dice rolls, because that's what Barbarian class does. And
how does? I don't know. I'm just looking up. So the thing is that what makes the thing, if you would roll one or more dice, instead roll that many dice plus one and ignore the lowest roll.
Yeah. So how I planned on doing that, because if I have a lot, what I planned on doing is, let's say if I have 7 bobbleheads, I would have 4, 5, 6, 7, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'd roll all these together, and then I would just like pair them with the closest ones possible, right? So like it would be like pair, 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 and pair, right? And then I would just, okay, highest, 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 or highest. So just to make it as fast and fair as possible.
Does that work though? It doesn't seem like that's how it works.
Well,
So barbarian class says if you would roll one or more dice, instead roll that many dice plus one.
So I would only roll. So if I was rolling 7, I would roll 8.
You would roll 8 and ignore 1. It's probably useless.
And then I think Will's read the same way.
Level 2 of barbarian class is when you roll 1 or more dice, target creature gets. It's just once though. Yeah, unless you're like repeatedly rolling dice, barbarian class is probably rubbish.
All right, so that means Vexing Puzzle Box can go away. That means Barbarian class can go away, and that also means Will can go away too. Will, Blade of the Frontiers. If you would roll 1 or more dice, instead roll that many plus 1 and ignore the lowest roll. Yeah. I was thinking it would be for each one, so never mind. That's disappointing.
Yeah, I really think, unfortunately, that because of the way that they worded it, and because of the way all of these dice rolling cards are worded, you are actually going to get insanely lucky, or you're not. Like you can't skew the math in a positive direction because you have to roll 6 exactly 7 times. Like if you had to roll 6 7 times or more.
Right.
We crunched the numbers, and you need to, the way that I sent some of them to you because Lindsay sat down and mapped it out, and it was you needed to get to 50 to get like a winning rate. You needed to get to 50 dice to get to over 50% win rate. You needed to get to about 80 dice to get into the 90s, and you needed to get into the roll 90 dice to get up as close to 100 as possible.
Yeah, I'm hoping what I'm going to be able to do is if I have 3 or 4 luck bobbleheads, I can just plow through using the ability multiple times, right?
Right.
So like if I have 10 bobbleheads, but 3 of them are luck bobbleheads, I roll.
I'm going to leave. I don't have enough dice for this.
Yeah, so the plan is to hopefully I can just be like, okay, I have 10. Here, I'm rolling 10. Holy crap, I have a lot of treasures or whatever. I rolled almost exactly 7 once. Yeah, that's a lot, dude. Like, I don't think I'll ever win that way.
Well, that's just it. Like, the thing is that it is just as likely that you will get any other roll as you will getting that many 6s. So what you need to get to is 7. Like, you need to get to 7 bobbleheads and just keep trying it until that one magical time, that 1 in 300,000 hits, where you hit Yahtzee and you get all 6s.
Yeah.
So trying to get more than that, like trying to get more than like 10-ish is just not really doing it.
Yo, check this out. Imagine I make a token copy of the luck bobblehead, right? And then I have a Brutaclad, and then I turn all my tokens into a luck bobblehead. And
do you have to pay to activate it?
It's just 1, yeah. It's 1 and tap.
There you go.
Yeah.
Then you get 10 tries, and that doesn't change your math at all. You have exactly the same odds each time you try.
But you know what? That's 10 times out of the 30,000 chance that I have.
Yep.
No, it's
300.
300,000. It's less than that.
Yeah, it's the fact that it's exactly 7.
It's the same. It's the same
there's
every
still
time.
a multiplier to the right-hand side on your elbow.
God, why'd they have to make it so difficult?
Well, because
they know there's people like me who will do it.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I agree with you.
There is a die 20 as well that exists.
Right, but for specifically the luck bobblehead, I'm rolling d6s, and I have to roll 7 6s in order to win. But I get a tapped treasure for every even roll that I have. So if I have 3,
I didn't know about that second part.
Yeah, 6, 7. So like if I have the 7, right? I roll the 7. I would then.
Yeah, but you didn't have the 7 originally. goes in. Kind of
Wow.
Just one.
This one.
But
It pays for itself, right? Like it pays for itself. And then, you know, this time I get, you know, 4 tap treasures. Like,
yeah. Okay.
So
I didn't
there's
realize that
benefit to
part.
having it. And then, like, eventually, and then what those treasures will do is help me pay for, you know, the charisma bobblehead, which will get me a whole bunch of soldier tokens. And then I can draw lots of cards with the intelligence bobblehead. Like, I think it's going to be okay.
But I mean, I have no idea what bobblehead you're talking about.
Okay, so intelligence bobblehead is I pay 5 and tap it to draw X cards, where X is the number of bobbleheads I control. Charisma bobblehead is pay 4 and tap to create X11 white soldier creature tokens, where X is the number of bobbleheads I control, and then I can only activate it as a sorcery.
I just found your white spell.
Oh yeah?
Anointed Procession.
Ooh. That's a pretty good white spell.
Strength bobblehead puts counters on stuff. That's
On what? It's only on one creature though.
Yeah. All right. So what's a special? So what's P? Perception.
Perception is I reveal the top cards and I can cast something that costs 3 or less for free.
All right. Endurance.
That is
it's like I've played this game.
Yeah. Endurance is up to X target creatures get +1/+0 and gain haste. And indestructible. And then they can only hold on. So that's agility. Endurance is up to X target creatures you control get +1/+0 and gain indestructible until the end of your end of turn, where X is the number of goblins I have. And I can only activate that as a sorcery.
Yeah, bobblehead army. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna win most of the time by, with my charisma bobblehead, getting soldiers, and then using endurance, strength, and agility is the one that gives haste, and they can only be blocked by creatures with haste, which is really cool. So it makes my soldier tokens unblockable as well.
All right. Time's up. I'm out of here.
Okay. We'll talk more later, Tim.
Yep. See
Yeah,
ya.
this deck's going to be pretty bad. But
Yes.
that's okay. All right, I'll see
Bye
you.
now.
Bye, stream. It was a pleasure. It was good to